Deadpool just challenged Thanos in a fight to the death. This is totally gonna work in his favor, right? Welcome to the Complete Story Series. We take trade paperbacks and single issues, we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then we read it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. This is the book Deadpool vs. Thanos, and it took place during Battle World. Death has gone missing in the world. So, we're gonna get the two guys in love with it to fix that problem, right? Let's find out what happens. Our story begins with Thanos destroying Deadpool! Poor guy, but seriously, how did we get here? Well, in all honesty, our story begins with Deadpool actually killing Dr. Doom. He got past the Doom bots, past the guards, and into Doom's personal bedroom, where Doom took off his armor and Deadpool shot him in the chest. He then called up Tony Stark's office to let him know that he did what no Avenger could, murder Dr. Doom. And while he was talking to his secretary, since Tony Stark was off-world or something, Doom got back up, put his armor on, and then walked over to Deadpool. Deadpool turned around to see him charging up a magical fist, and he asked him, "Why for art thou dead, Doomio?" To which Doom replied, "By blasting Deadpool out of the house." You see, things are a bit off in this world. No living thing can die, and Mistress Death, Deadpool's long sought-after lover, informs him of this as he is healing back to the real world. She is missing and needs his help. He gets a ride out to an obscure island in the middle of the Caribbean where he finds a chicken man, as he puts it, but he's actually named Black Talon, and he's a necromancer that can summon the dead back to the world of the living. He assumes that Black Talon is behind this, and as Black Talon states, so do the Avengers, as Thor just tore up his home. But it's not like him. He wants the dead to die, not stay alive forever. But he does give Deadpool a clue because he can see the black curse around Deadpool's heart. One put there by Thanos that gives Deadpool immortality and keeps him from his one true love, Mistress Death. So Deadpool enacts a plan that has Black Talon cast a spell on him, gets the Avengers involved, and eventually he gets himself all the way into space and into Thanos' arms, where Thanos crushes him. Like, literally crushes him. Did anyone think Deadpool could actually fight against Thanos? I mean, come on. Once again, in the realm between life and death, Deadpool apologizes to Mistress Death because he failed her, and he's sorry. He can't beat Thanos and free her and bring back death. That is, until Thanos uses his technology to bring Deadpool back from the world between life and death. To explain, he had no hand in this. His one true love, Mistress Death, has been kidnapped, and since she seems to think Deadpool is her champion, he'll need to work with the merc with the mouth to save her. So he offers Deadpool a payment to assist the almighty Thanos in saving Mistress Death. Deadpool tells him to keep the payment. This one's for free, and he cocks his rifle. Their journey begins, and Thanos explains how bad this really is. Animals that prey on the weak cannot survive, and alien races on planets that have died have their residents floating in space, unable to pass on. And Deadpool is singing and riding the Outrider like a horsey. They eventually make their way to a death cult where they defeat the death cult and begin asking them questions using Deadpool as a lead, but the Guardians of the Galaxy arrive to take Thanos in, which could have presented a problem for Thanos and Deadpool, except that the death cultists got in the way of the Guardians and Thanos and Deadpool made their getaway. In space, Thanos asks Deadpool what Mistress Death revealed to him, but before Deadpool can answer, their friction shields give way and there stands the Abyss Man, formerly known as the A-Man, formerly known as the Attending, formerly known as Ajax. This guy has had a lot of names. Deadpool looks at him shocked because Francis, his real name, is the man that tortured Deadpool all the way back when he got his powers. And now, the Abyss Man is here for his revenge, to finally finish off Deadpool. Until Thanos throws the Abyss Man into a wall, telling him that no one but Thanos is allowed to kill Wilson. Deadpool struggles to tell Thanos that Mistress Death told him to find the man from hell, and that would be the Abyss Man because Deadpool sent him to hell. They take the Abyss Man back to the Black Talon, and using his dark magics, they open a door to hell to speak with Mephisto. Who else would want to capture Mistress Death? They enter hell to find a war happening, and they find a lot of souls rather angry at the two of them. The souls speak out the names of their murderers, Deadpool and Thanos. And Deadpool notices there are a lot more heads calling out Deadpool than Thanos, just saying. They fight their way through the armies of hell and the souls that they have killed until they make their way to Mephisto himself. And Mephisto wonders why they didn't just knock, and why no one brought Bean Dip. But he explains, this wasn't him. Why would he want souls to stop coming to hell? And that's when a demon rises out of Black Talon, Blackheart. He hitched a ride with Black Talon to get into hell to battle against Mephisto, and he leaps out, knocking Deadpool down, and he goes in to kill Mephisto, until Thanos catches his punch and throws him aside like nothing. While Deadpool was knocked out though, he saw where Mistress Death is, and he tells everyone they need to go there now. She is outside of Eternity, with Eternity himself, and Mephisto can get them there. You see, Eternity is tired of being mocked and separated by things like the Infinity Gems, Galactus' hunger, and the Annihilation Wave, and most importantly, by Death's embrace. She looks at him through her hollow eyes, and he refuses to be judged by her for his actions. He will not be judged! But as he is yelling, the in-betweener, the emissary between chaos and order, arrives to talk to him and ask him about his actions. It's the perfect distraction to allow Deadpool, Thanos, and Black Talon to teleport behind the in-betweener and Eternity. That's when Deadpool notices something. I'm standing on nothing here. They run over to Mistress Death, where she calls out to her champion, her savior, Wade Wilson. Deadpool begins telling her, "Give me the bone, baby!" And Thanos can't take it anymore. Why would his lover be so interested in Deadpool? He shouts, "Enough!" And he knocks Deadpool into the cage, breaking it open. But the noise that they made grabbed Eternity's attention. Who dares, he demands to know, and the in-betweener tells him that it looks like two Earthers and the Mad Titan himself. Eternity sends the in-betweener away and tells Thanos that he is about to die by the hand of all that is. He hits the ground hard, throwing all three of our heroes aside, but Mistress Death is now free, and she tells them that no one dies until she decides that they die. She then changes Deadpool and Thanos into her avatars of death, and they get to work. Thanos starts by uppercutting Eternity, and Deadpool follows by hitting him across the face. Deadpool can feel the stars and the planets exploding in his hands, and Eternity tells him that he is resisting the will of life. But Thanos, with his new power set, is too much, and he begins to beat down Eternity. He begins to destroy the universe. Deadpool sees the end coming, and he tells Thanos that they need to get the heck out of here. Toboggan Bros, unite! Thanos replies by blasting Deadpool and continuing to beat on Eternity. Deadpool crawls up to Mistress Death, telling her that he'll try harder. He has this! And in response, she takes back her powers of death. You don't want this, do you? You want Thanos to kill Eternity. Black Talon picks up Deadpool. We each worship death. This is the ultimate victory. Deadpool looks at Thanos beating down at Eternity, and he decides, just think about what I could charge for this. There won't be anyone around to pay me for saving the universe, so this one has to be a freebie. He yells, jumping in and stabbing Thanos in the back. But this is still Thanos, and he grabs Deadpool, throwing him back into the universe, into Eternity. That's when Deadpool meets the Avatar of Eternity, the Unipower. It bestows its power onto Deadpool, turning him into Captain Universe. He flies back to the realm of nothing and begins beating on Thanos, and Thanos smacks him down, declaring Eternity is desperate if the Avatar of Life is now being wielded by an assassin. Deadpool retaliates with, I'm crazy, I'm unpredictable, I'm erratic, I am a contradiction, and I am the predator and I am the prey, Thanos. I am life itself. Then you are everything that I despise, Deadpool. You and I are the same. When I told you my origin, you told me that you respected that such a weak individual could survive. But you are just like me, a freak that shouldn't have survived, but here you are, big and mean and mauve. You keep coming back, Thanos, and refuse to let go. And when I would have died, you cursed me with immortality. You serve life just the same. Mistress Death overhears this and considers it, and she walks away, taking her powers back. No, Mistress, he calls out. Once again, she spurns my love, and once again I am weak and I die, alone. With that, Thanos explodes, and Deadpool loses the powers of life itself. Mistress Death fades away, and Black Talon tells her that he'll see her at the crossroads again. Eternity then thanks Deadpool for his help, but Deadpool tells him that he doesn't want his gratitude. He wants him not to kidnap the embodiment of death again. Because if there's one thing that he's learned after all of his years of immortality, is that life needs death to mean something. So Eternity puts Deadpool and Black Talon back where their adventure started. And notice that Thanos is now missing from the universe, either destroyed by the Unipower or removed until Mistress Death needs him again. Deadpool walks up to Doom's room for the second time, prepared to kill him again. But this time, Doom was in his armor, and he blasted Deadpool out the window, shouting, I was robbed! And that is Deadpool vs. Thanos. It's another Battleworld story, but honestly, I really like this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and we'll be doing a lot more Deadpool real soon. I'll see you guys next time right here.